Good evening, everyone. What's up? Welcome back to the top 25 worst Spongebob episodes. This is part 6, and the final part will be part 7. Now we're in the top 3. Number 3 is the Krusty Crushers from season 6. There is a wrestling tournament, and anyone who can defeat the two undefeated champions will win $1 million. Mr. Krabs becomes greedy and says, "Gimme, gimme, 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 gimme?" There is a line of people who want the challenge, but they become injured and are taken away. Mr. Krabs knows he can't do this and uses Spongebob, like many other times. Spongebob and Patrick enter the match, blindfolded. Mr. Krabs makes it a surprise. Whatever it is, it's sure big and hairy. The two giant champions hold them. Mr. Krabs lies by saying that it is pretend and fun. SpongeBob and Patrick announce that they are fake wrestling. The two champions make Patrick a ball and SpongeBob a paddle to play ping pong. SpongeBob and Patrick get thrown in a bucket and get punched. They become a liquid and are gargled and spat. They are twisted and become shreds. The two champions put them in a cement truck where the cement is and dump them. They write something. The two champions. Mr. Krabs is mad because he wants them to win. I forgot to mention that they suck their hands. And the two champions make them sleep. What? That is not an action. They make their final move to end the match. They stretch a string, dig a hole, and launch themselves above the roof. That's not wrestling, and the boxing ring should not be in a wrestling match. As Patrick sleeps, he develops an iron butt and the two champions crack into pieces. Those weren't real moves. Come on! SpongeBob and Patrick are the new champions and the winners of $1 million. However, there's a second choice. It is 1 week of wrestling camp. They're not going to choose wrestling camp, right? Well, wrong. The champions, the idiots choose wrestling camp over $1 million. And Mr. Krabs collapses. Oh goodness, this episode had nothing to do with wrestling. Those champions were nothing but gigantic and lacking skill. Wrestling matches do not occur in boxing rings. If a real wrestling match occurred, SpongeBob and Patrick would easily lose. The worst part is when they chose wrestling camp over $1 million. 1 week of wrestling camp isn't worth anything close to $1 million. What I also dislike is that the wrestling camp was not shown. Number 2 is the Googly Artist from season 8. Squidward makes a statue as SpongeBob and Patrick make crafts. SpongeBob offers Squidward but refuses. Patrick can't make a work of art. SpongeBob demonstrates himself putting 2 googly eyes on a rock. SpongeBob smothers a rock with glue and throws a bunch of googly eyes on it. SpongeBob loves it. Randomly, an art critic arrives and considers Squidward's work of art to be hideous. The art critic loves... he considers SpongeBob's birdhouse to be lame. He also confiscates Squidward's hat. Patrick shows him his rock. The art critic loves it and considers it to be naive. He gives $500 for it in Squidward's hat. More customers come and buy the rocks with googly eyes. Even though Squidward thought that Patrick wouldn't be able to sell another one of those trinkets. Wow, are you serious? Who would buy that piece of garbage? Tick Squidward goes to work. Patrick has no more rocks left and freaks out. He claims himself to be an artist. As he chips a gigantic rock, he is hungry. He goes to the Krusty Krab for lunch and makes an order. He wants art, but there is no art. Squidward tells Patrick to focus on his Krabby Patty. Suddenly, Patrick has an idea. He puts 2 googly eyes on the Krabby Patty. "You're a genius," says the art critic who comes out of a condiment. Wait, where did he come from? The citizens give him a lot of money for a Krabby Patty with googly eyes. And the art critic says, "I have never seen such raw creativity." Mr. Krabs asks what's the meaning of this. Patrick is scared and says it was all Squidward's idea. He was just following his advice. Squidward is forced to sit with Patrick. The Krabby Patties with googly eyes are 50 cents a piece. That will be $50. 50 ducks? That is so inexpensive. It is an honor to meet you. Squidward can't make a Krabby Patty with googly eyes. Patrick says if he works hard, he'll someday become an artist, and Squidward cries. That was extremely unfunny. A 5-year-old could put googly eyes on things. Even a 2-year-old could do that. Not to mention that those were almost worthless. My goodness, those characters have to be dim-witted. An art critic does not have respect for a real work of art, according to what I watched in this episode. Consequently, I hate Patrick. If I saw Patrick do that, I would brutally beat him. This episode did not make sense, and I felt sorry for Squidward. I mean, what the heck? Who the heck would pay $50 for a rock? Well, I gotta go now. The final part will be here soon. Good night.